What's going on, Taurus? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. Your support really does mean a lot for me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy your higher self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, what I'm going to be doing this week is a tarot card reading for the week of December 12th through the 18th. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Oh, not nearly as flawless, but that doesn't change the fact that your space has been cleansed. The gems are feeling good about this week, and vibrations are high, because guess what, Taurus? We are discussing love, and however that looks like for you. If you're looking for love right now, or if we're in a relationship, you know, that's what this spread is going to be for. I found a way. I'll make sure to try to tailor for both as best I can. And I'll be pulling 9 cards for that, and of course we'll do a nice and do clarifications as need be, and we'll do a lovely surprise card at the end, because who doesn't love a surprise card? And in case y'all for curious, you're like, wait a minute, is that a different background? Absolutely it is, because I got busting out this bad boy brand new for this week. It's the Light Seers Tarot deck. You know, I got it on Friday, and you're my third one today, Taurus, and I've been enjoying it so far. So if you want to check this out and, you know, if you like what you're seeing, check out in the description box below. I included some links for all the decks that I personally like using. So have fun with that, Taurus. But let's go ahead and get to your first card, which is going to represent what your person is like. So higher self. What is a person like that's coming into to Taurus's realm right now? What energy are they embodying? You know, what kind of air are they giving off at this time? Let's see what's coming into your world, Taurus. Ooh, yeah, okay. Interesting. You have the Hermit here. And so I feel like the person that's coming in is, I feel like this person's very deep. You know, someone who I feel like likes to discuss kind of like profound things, you know, who likes to philosophize and is just really, is really kind of in touch with themselves. You know, maybe a little quiet, maybe a little shy, but I feel like they're the type that once you kind of, once you get to know them and start to get like, you know, really start really unraveling the layers of this person. I feel like this is someone who, there's some depth here that I really like. Let's get a little more clarification on that. Just with, because, you know, sometimes with those quiet ones, no, I'm kidding. No, but let's just get a little clarification on that. Higher self. Can we clarify the Hermit, please? Can we get some, I just want to get a little more nuance on this energy here. Let's see what's going on with that. Oh, okay. This person's bringing some big energy here, because you got the Fool in reverse. So you know what? Maybe with this person, they may be a person who's kind of going through something right now. Maybe they're trying to figure out what inspires them. You know, what kind of gets them going again. You know, maybe they've and I don't feel like they're using love as an excuse to get inspired per se. I more so feel like this is like, you know, maybe they've reached a fulfillment level at their, you know, professionally, and now it's just like, you know, taking that, you know, we're feeling maybe a little anxious about taking that leap of faith in love. So that's kind of what I'm getting, this energy. That's why I was getting kind of like that shy vibe. So I feel like, Taurus, this is going to be one like, you know, we may have to kind of get them, you know, kind of shake them up a little bit, have fun, you know, like, and not in like an aggressive way, but just sort of like help this person kind of get out of their comfort zone a little bit. But I feel like once they do and start, I feel like they're going to warm up in a good way. But let's go ahead and get to your second card here, which will be how you two will meet. And keep in mind too, Taurus, this isn't a gender specific reading, so you know we're embodying energies right now. So let's see how, and if you're in a relationship right now, because what I could get with this, if we're already in a relationship, is that maybe that our person who we're with right now is, they've been there. I feel like they've been in need of a pick-me-up. You know, I feel like maybe they've been a little down in the dumps, or maybe a little distracted. You know, maybe they're trying to figure out where to go next. You know, trying to find that that lust for life. You know, I'm getting that something has just sort of halted, or just things kind of slowed down a little bit. So if I feel like if your person's been seeming a little introspective, or maybe kind of keeping to themselves, you know, kind of keep eyes on that. I feel like, you know, it's just like a, hey, do you need me to do anything? Or is there, it's like, do you need a little, it's like, would you prefer a little alone time? It's like, how can I help, you know, assist you in all of this? You know, what is it that you need from me right now? If there is anything, and if not, you know what, that's cool. Take a minute, take the time that you need. I'm here when you need me, you know, and that's what I'm getting with that. But let's get to the second card here, yeah, which is going to be how you two will meet. So, higher self, how would Taurus meet this person here? Let's see how that energy's going. Let's see what's the setting looking like. Oops. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. You got the High Priestess here. So I feel like how you're going to meet, I feel like this is going to be something that, because man, it's Major Arcana City here. I almost feel like this is something like the universe is kind of pulling together right now, Taurus. Because the High Priestess is about, she's really one of the most intuitive figures in the deck here. And she represents the moon, and the moon's exalted in Taurus. So I feel like this is something along the lines of, I'm getting like this isn't something where, if you're looking for it and you're putting in those steps, I feel like it's going to come. You know, it's not going to be something where I feel like we need to do a lot of extra work, if that makes sense. You know, I feel like this is going to be something that, like, once you know, you're just going to know. You know, and that's and I know that people, you know, I know that how that can sound vague, but it is. It's like one of those things where you're not going to be looking for it. It's just going to happen. You know, it can be, for example, let's say you just happen to go out you wanted to meet some friends or something, and they're just going out for like just go for like a walk out on the water or something. You know, we're gonna just go chill, do something along those lines, and then you happen to meet a friend who happens to meet up there. You two hit it off. That's what I'm kind of getting with these vibes here. But let's get a little clarification on that, because I can get where that it's just like, oh, come on, Justin, I'm just going to know when I know. And absolutely, Taurus, me and the High Priestess have been bonding. So, in the way that this stuff is popping up here, I'm like, yeah, the universe has got your back. But let's get a little bit more. Higher self, can we clarify the High Priestess, please? What is it that, yeah? Okay. Wow, what I tell you, higher self has got your back. Like that's all I got to say with that. No, let me stop being glib, because look, we're moving along here, Taurus. This is 78 cards, fourth Major Arcana card. This with me, the Temperance. This is a card of balance here, and I feel like it's one of those things. If you've been putting in a bunch of work, you feel like you've been hustling, and you haven't been seeing any sort of results back. I feel like it really is a time. Just relax. You know, because that kind of thing is, if we get to this thing where we're like hunting for someone, you know, where it's just like, it's become like, it's a chore, you know, you're putting so much energy into it, you're putting yourself into a place where it's just like, we'll just take anything at this point, because you're just throwing out there and just seeing what sticks. Where it's like, I feel like the universe is like, Taurus, you've made space, and we want to bring some quality into your world here. You know, we're trying to bring something that exactly who is going to embody, you know, it's going to check off most of the boxes for your list here. So I really am, this to me is kind of like higher self really just like, yeah, I have spoken, and not to be in a dismissive way. And for those of you who are in a relationship, you know, I feel like it's if we've been feeling like things have been feeling like a little out of whack, but even then, I'm not even getting that. I feel like if anything, if you're in a relationship, I feel like you two are really starting to get a groove here. In that I feel like really there's some cool stuff going on in the background here, for regardless of your situation right now. So Yeah, let's keep that moving, because now we're going to move on to the third card here, which is going to be your first impression of them. Which, I mean, I haven't even met this person yet, and I'm fairly impressed. But let's see what your first impression is of them. So, higher self, what is it? How's this person coming? You know, what impression are they leaving on Taurus at this time? Yeah. Yeah, Taurus. I approve. Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords for me is a card of, usually it's a card of like, you know, you're stuck in this thing and it's a time of letting go. So I feel like with this, your first impression of this person is someone who I feel like is not carrying a bunch of weight. You know, I feel like this is someone who's got like a light heart. You know, they've been putting in shadow work just like you have been. You know, this is something that they've wanted for a while. You know, they've been through some things. And, you know, I feel like but I feel like they've been through some things in the sense, again, like they know what they want. And I feel like that's a strong, good, I like that. I like someone who comes in with that certainty. And yeah, that's really what I have on that one there. Just really based off this energy so far, Taurus. I feel like this is someone who's they're bringing it. They got something special here. I like that, and I feel like if you're in a relationship too, I do feel like even if it's been a little rocky here, you know, maybe the impressions have been a little weird as of late. You know, you haven't sure where things are going. Know that stuff is coming. You know, kind of let this thing go in the sense of like, how do I want to put that? You know, I feel like it's if things have been feeling a little rocky, or if they feel like you can't let go of something, I feel like that's going to change. You know, I feel like there's going to be something big is coming into this Taurus. But let's get into your fourth card, because maybe that'll probably help explain that. Because this is going to be how this person will affect you. So higher self, how is this person affecting Taurus at this time, or how will this person affect Taurus? Let's see how this person is. Oh, okay. Okay. You got the Six of Cups in reverse here. And so I feel like with this popping up, I feel like this is going to get you, this person is, I feel like maybe what this person is, that's a tough one, Taurus, because I'm wondering with this is, I'm wondering if this person has become, maybe they're a little too introspective, or maybe they're almost a little too in their head, or maybe they're, because if so, you know what? Let's clarify that, Taurus. This is okay. Hold on. Let's get a little bit more into that. Higher self, can we clarify the Six of Cups, please? Yeah, because I'm getting like because that's quite a turn. Let's see. What is that? What is that about? Got the Nine of Cups in reverse here. Okay, Taurus, so something's taking a turn here. Because with the Nine of Cups, both of these cards here, these are very, very fulfilling cards, very happy cards. But I feel like maybe there's something here that's, yeah, something's changed. You know, I feel like maybe we started off, it was going to be, you know, maybe this person was kind of finding themselves. Yeah, something's taken a turn here. I feel like in both ends, you know, I feel like this is something where maybe it's because we're not trusting this thing that this kind of stuff is happening here, but I want to, you know what, higher self, we're gonna go back a step, because I feel like there's something going on now that I've seen this. Let's go back to that Ten of Swords real quick. Higher self, can you clarify the Ten of Swords for Taurus? What's changed? Something's happened. Okay, you got the King of Cups upright. So I feel like with this combo here, because this is our first impression of them. Or excuse me, yeah, this is our first impression of them. I feel like maybe they were the type that, maybe they thought they were letting some things go, or maybe you thought you were I feel like maybe you thought you were letting some things go here, but maybe interesting, Taurus. Your readings have been very, very, very interesting. I feel like there's something where someone's holding on to something here, or where there's been where we're convincing ourselves that maybe we're cooler than we actually are. There's been a lot of that going on, Taurus. Let's I'm going to leave that there just for right now. Let's move on to your fifth card, which will be what kind of relationship with this will be. And I feel like maybe that'll kind of help bring some clarity here, because that's a weird turn, Taurus. And, you know, I'm seeing a trend here with your, and I don't mind. I dig these curveballs here. You know you're in a safe space. But, yeah, let's see. Let's get to your fifth card. What kind of relationship this will be. What kind of relationship this is going to be for Taurus at this time, higher self? Oops. All right, Taurus. We got the sun in reverse. So I feel like this might be one where, I feel like this is something is affecting your happiness here. And I feel like it's because, I mean, you got all of this stuff. This whole row is in reverse. So I feel like something is going on with your happiness here. You know, we're getting into this place where there's still something here that I feel like this person needs to let go. There's some kind of baggage here. And I feel like, because that's interesting, Taurus. Yeah, I'm getting that there's still something that they might need. Taurus. All right, we're gonna level again, Taurus. I don't want to say that this is giving me like a rebound type of vibes. Maybe you're the rebound. Maybe you're rebounding from someone, but because the energy started off so strong. But yeah, something has shifted, and it shifted fast too. Like I feel like it's not even like we're. I feel like we didn't I feel like there's a lesson in here, Taurus. I feel like this relationship is meant to be some type of lesson. I'm getting some type of karma thing, or there's some type of baggage going on with this thing that's been brought into this relationship. Let's go to your sixth card, which is going to be the obstacles. Let's see what obstacles are in Taurus's realm right now, because that's interesting, Taurus. Because yeah, now we're okay. So I feel like the obstacle is for this thing is learning how to let things go. I feel like there's the only way that this I feel like is going to take any sort of shape or really start moving along is that we need to there's some stuff that I feel like in either person's party, you know, take this as it resonates, but there's some letting go that needs to happen. Maybe we thought this thing was done a little prematurely, and we might have been aware of it too, because because the King of Cups, he's a type that's very aware of his emotions here, and the fact that he's upright, you know, this is very clear. And you know what? Maybe some of you knew that you weren't ready yet, but you were trying to prove yourself otherwise. And now here we are. Which Taurus, I'm not saying that as a judgment. I'm saying that as you wanted to see where you were at, and that's to be understood. You know, you wanted to be over this thing. You know, it's tough when we feel like when we're not as far along in the healing process as we thought we were. So yeah, because this whole thing is starting to take a different type of turn here. Yeah, let's move on to. Do I want to clarify that? I want to clarify the Five of Cups here. Just But I think I get this. I think I'm starting to get the gist of this thing now, Taurus. Higher self, can we clarify the Five of Cups, please? Let's clarify and see what that's going on. But I'm starting to think that maybe for both parties, I feel like maybe there's some healing that needs to be done on both ends. That's just, yeah, absolutely. Taurus, you got your ruler in reverse. You got the Empress here, and the Empress is a card of, you have the world, and she's a very nurturing figure, very beautiful figure, very much about self-care and abundance and all of that. But I feel like with her popping up reverse in your obstacle as well, we're not healed from this thing yet. There's some self-love that still needs to happen. We need to see this. We're really kind of caught up in this vortex here, and I feel like that's, we need to see if we can see this bowl here, that's full of new opportunities. So I feel like the obstacle is going to be some healing needs to be done. And I feel like this, regardless, if you've gone through with this person so far, or if you're in a relationship with this person already, this is something that needs to be talked about, because this is, because there could be something here, because I feel like there was a strong start, but you know what, I can't tell you what to do, Taurus, but what I am feeling is that there is some healing that needs to be done here. We're not quite on either end. We're not quite over someone or something, a situation has really, our ruler, your ruler's flipped, in reverse. So, take that as it resonates. But let's get to your seventh card here, which is going to be the outcome. So higher self, what is going to be the outcome of this journey here? What is the outcome for Taurus in this time? Where is this relationship going? Yeah? Okay. Taurus. You got the Two of Wands in reverse. And I feel like, and this is kind of what I was saying, I feel like at the rate that this is going, if we don't take the time to heal, then nothing's going to happen. We're just going to get to this place where we're dreaming of love. We want this thing. We say we want these things, but we're not making the space. And maybe that could be when we were getting into these big energies right off the bat. This really could have been just like almost like your higher self, just like a warning, or just like an indicator of just like, hey, one, if not both parties are not ready for this yet. That could have been right off the box. You're trying to make this, you're both trying to force it, you're trying to heal through each other, and that's a tricky place to get into. You want to be able to, come into this thing healed, or how do I want to put this? You don't want it to get to a place of, because I feel like this could potentially lead to like codependency, where we feel like we need someone else to make ourselves feel better, where it's nice to have that support, but you need to be able to take that kind of thing into your hands and be able to control your life, and to be able to make those, to be able to have that awareness that, hey, I'm not ready yet. I'm not in a place, or even if that, being able to vocalize this thing, because otherwise, that's going to be the outcome. It's that this thing isn't going to go anywhere. It's gonna start, because that's where I'm going to leave that, Taurus. Again, I can't tell you what to do, but I feel like if you want my 2 cents, this needs to be addressed. Absolutely. Let's get to the 8th card here, which is how this will, now that we've gone through all this thing, how it will ultimately affect you. So higher self, how is this ultimately going to affect Taurus in this situation here? What is it, where is it that this situation is going? How will this ultimately affect Taurus? Let's see what's going on here. Yeah? Okay. Okay. You got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like this is good, but it's just, again, I just don't know when this is going to happen. You know, I'm not sure if this is going to happen in the relationship or if it's going to happen outside of it. You know, that's going to be ultimately up to you, Taurus. But with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you know, I feel like this is about, you know, realizing that there is hope, you know, because I feel like when it pops up, it feels like we're not going to be able to pass through this door here. We're just going to be stuck on the other end of this. But the key is right there, Taurus. The key is all up in here. You know, it's the healing that needs to be done. And I feel like that's what ultimately, what's going to happen is that healing is going to be done. But the question of if this healing is going to be done with or without this person it's going to ultimately be up to you and where you both feel in this, you know, because that's I don't want to say you're not strong enough to handle this for both of you, but before you pursue this thing, understand what that means, you know, and what all of that means, because this healing, where beauty comes out of it, there's some ugliness that comes into it, things too. You know that when you start doing that shadow work, all that's going to come to light. So just keep that in mind. You know, let them know, like, just let them know what they're dealing with, and let them know, like, hey, I'm going to be honest with you if you're honest with me, because that I do feel like is a good place to build this foundation on, because it's just like, hey, we both dumped our purses on the table here, and we're just sorting this thing out together. So I'm not going to say, you know, let's bring it home, higher self. Let's see what Taurus has to learn from this situation here. So, higher self, what is the lesson in this whole thing here? Let's see, what is it that Taurus will learn in this? Yeah, these have been some very tricky readings, Taurus, the last couple. This one and last week. So I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of there's some healing that's going to be done. Yeah. Because a lesson from this thing. This is not, if we haven't discussed this or we haven't brought this thing to light yet, that is no place to build a foundation of Ten of Pentacles, because a Ten of Pentacles is a card of, you know, you're building your legacy here. This is, you got your whole family here, your dog, you're in this thing now, you're invested. But if this is your foundation here, and I mean, I'm talking about just on a base level, we haven't even discussed it yet, and you're just kind of thinking that you'll figure this thing out as you go, Taurus, that's let's switch back over. That's a weird game to play, you know, and I just want to make sure that you are ready for what that means, you know, what's going to come from that. So, you know, you're in a safe space outside of your realm. This is a safest space, judgment-free zone. I can't tell you what to do. No one can tell you what to do in this situation, but be honest with yourself, you know. There's healing that needs to be done here. What does that entail? What does that look like on me? What does that look like on either this new person coming in or this person I've been with for a while? Figure that out. And we'll just see. Let's just see. Then, you know how I was saying, you know, life is just going to take us where it's going to take us. That's going to have to happen. You know, address this thing. Let the universe take the wheel, you know, because you've done your side. You've done the work. So that's, I'll leave that there, Taurus. Switch gears a little bit. Let's try to uplift this thing. If you haven't already, let's do and don't shoot the messenger, but like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want a better picture of yourself, check your moon, check your rising, and check out my other channel if you got Cancer in your placements, or you just need a place to kind of do some healing, you know, be around that Cancerian energy, that nurturing vibe, you know. Come kick it with us. You know, I tell you every week, you're always welcome over there, Taurus. All that stuff, information is in the description box below, but let's get your surprise card. You got the moon. So let's finish up. I feel like with the moon here, there's a decision that needs to be made. You know, this is a card of illusions, a card of mysteries, a card of I feel like a card of just like, yeah, making that choice. You know, you can get lost in it and kind of drown in this decision here, you know, not literally, but you know, you can get sort of inundated in these feelings and lost in this healing, or we can call it what it is, you know, and start making some changes here, because there's work that needs to be done here, I feel like, for sure, you know, on either side here. But you know, don't let that overwhelm you, Taurus. That's where I'll leave that there. You know, you're more than this, and when you get out of this, if this didn't work out, you know, for the next round, you know, and then you'll be ready, and then the universe will have seen you. You know, you put in that shadow work, and it will be all that stuff I was talking about in the beginning, how it's just gonna just open up for you. That's what's gonna happen, Taurus. It's about having that faith and believing in not just the universe, but believing in yourself. So stay safe out there. You know, keep raising that vibration. I know it's gonna feel tough, but keep raising that vibration. Raise your vibration, Taurus. And I will catch you on the next one later.